So my name is Mercedes Maroto-Valer. I'm based at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I'm Associate Principal for Global Sustainability and also the Director of the Research Centre for Carbon Solutions. Climate change matters to me because it is the biggest crisis that we are facing globally. And we should really refer here to climate change as a crisis because it's much more than a change. The effects of the climate crisis that we are living are much more profound than any other crisis and are affecting security and safety of humanity. It also matters to me because this climate crisis brings the element of a global emergency that goes beyond national borders, and therefore it requires that we collaborate together at the global scale so we can ensure a just and inclusive transition. And in turn, what this will mean is that we will be able to support sustainable economic growth and jobs. My work at the Research Centre for Carbon Solutions, RCCS at Heriot-Watt University, is helping to develop solutions to achieve net zero, and particularly for sectors that are difficult to decarbonize, like energy-intensive industries, heat, or transport, the aviation sector. We are also pioneering the wider deployment of carbon solutions for climate challenges. And some examples of our work include novel materials and processes for carbon dioxide capture, utilization and storage, low carbon aviation fuels, as well as hydrogen generation and utilization. I'm also leading the development of the Industrial Decarbonisation Research and Innovation Centre that is known as IDRIC. What we are doing here with IDRIC, we are collaborating with a series of deployment projects and cluster plans, and these are based on the largest industrial clusters in the UK. And together, we will support the delivery of four low-carbon industrial clusters by 2030 and at least one net zero cluster by 2040. Scotland is a global leader in climate action, in the climate challenge. And in Scotland, we also have one of the most ambitious targets in the world. We are going to be achieving net zero by 2045. And we also have a very challenging interim target of 75% reductions of our emissions by 2030. If we look in terms of Scotland's contribution, renewable can meet pretty much the equivalent of 90% of our gross electricity consumption. However, to achieve net zero targets, we still have much left to do. For example, we will need to decarbonize energy-intensive industries, and we will need to decarbonize heat. But this is also very important because Scotland is fertile ground to demonstrate the deployment of technologies, and Scotland can lead the way, and indeed will, for demonstrating the way for a green, sustainable and fair recovery. What we really need is to implement a whole systems approach that integrates engineering, environmental and technical solutions together with perspectives in economic behavioral policy, and also includes complex interactions that happens between all of the above. And as part of this approach, this whole systems approach, it is critical that we integrate and align knowledge from challenge-led research and transformative innovation. And we do this alongside demonstrators and roadmaps so we can accelerate our transition to net zero. My ideal outcome is to understand that there is an urgency here that we need to deal with. A significant level of activity and commitments will need to take place right now in the 2020s and in the early 2030s. What I would like to see happening, the ideal outcome of COP26, is that we have a unique opportunity for working together to achieve the goals, because it's really only through this global cooperation that we will be able to stop the worst effects of the climate crisis.